Did Meghan Markle just admit she's dating someone else while still married to Prince Harry? In a moment that shocked even her closest aides, Meghan Markle may have accidentally confessed to having a new man in her life, and the cameras caught it all. What started as a casual conversation during a behind-the-scenes media shoot quickly spiraled into whispers of betrayal, hidden messages, and the most undeniable proof yet that the royal marriage is crumbling. Now, insiders say Harry is devastated, and divorce papers may already be in motion. Stay with us as we break down the leaked footage, the mysterious man Meghan was referring to, and the silent fury boiling behind palace doors. This is the confession that could change everything. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. The morning light that streamed through the Montecito mansion's French windows was warm and calm, but what lay inside the walls of that $14 million estate was anything but serene. The public saw glamour, lush lawns, a luxurious driveway, two high-profile figures posing with strained smiles and magazine spreads, but behind those manicured hedges, a storm had been brewing for months, perhaps even years. And now it had finally erupted, not with a dramatic press release or a tabloid leak, but in a slip of the tongue so subtle that even Meghan Markle herself might not have realized the seismic ripple she'd just set in motion. It happened during what seemed like a routine Zoom call, part of an initiative Meghan had reportedly been championing for months. The former Duchess of Sussex appeared poised, smiling, and polished in her casual luxury attire. But somewhere between her talking points on empowerment and community support, she made a passing remark. One that was caught not just by the call's attendees, but later by the sharp ears of internet sleuths, media analysts, and royal insiders. The phrase itself was fleeting, but the implications were explosive. A reference to someone special who's been incredibly supportive lately wasn't shocking in itself, until the follow-up laughter, the emotional undertone, and a quick pivot that felt more like evasion than elegance. People began asking, who was she talking about? Why didn't she mention Harry, her husband? And why did her demeanor shift the moment the question of family life came up? Within 24 hours, headlines exploded across both sides of the Atlantic. British tabloids ran banner headlines about Meghan's alleged accidental confession. American media approached it more cautiously, but the undertone was just as sharp. Something had changed. The media machine kicked into overdrive, spurred on by whispers from unnamed sources. Household staff, former friends, and advisors long pushed to the shadows. And then came the leaks. Not all at once, but trickled out in just enough volume to sustain the public's growing curiosity and concern. At the center of this spiraling narrative was one question. Had Meghan Markle, consciously or not, revealed to the world that she was romantically involved with someone else? And if so, what did this mean for Prince Harry, a man who had given up nearly everything to follow her into a new life, only to possibly find himself betrayed? For many, it wasn't just gossip. It was personal. People had watched this couple's journey with intense investment, from their fairy tale wedding to their public fallout with the British royal family, to their now fragile independence in California. They were icons, for better or worse. Their choices were debated not just in tabloids, but in political circles, feminist forums, and social justice platforms. And now, with one unscripted moment, that whole story threatened to unravel. Meghan's accidental remark opened the floodgates not only to fresh gossip, but to a deeper, more uncomfortable discussion about loyalty, ambition, emotional manipulation, and the price of global fame. The implications were profound, and not only for the Sussexes. It threw into question the integrity of the very institutions they had helped critique and reframe. The timing was also suspect. Meghan had just launched a new brand initiative, and her team was rumored to be courting high-net-worth backers. Harry, meanwhile, had been unusually quiet, skipping appearances, canceling interviews, and reportedly retreating into himself. A man known for his warmth and openness had suddenly become a ghost in the media, and that silence began to speak volumes. Then came the confirmations. Not from Buckingham Palace. Not from the Sussexes directly, but from sources close enough to the couple to make the claims credible. The rumors of a looming divorce, once dismissed as idle speculation, now had teeth. The narrative shifted from maybe to most likely. And it wasn't just about emotional estrangement. Legal teams were said to be involved. Meghan's own PR firm allegedly briefed select reporters under embargo. Harry had reportedly reached out to former royal advisors. The inner circle was cracking, and people inside were starting to talk. Still, the public was divided. Some believe